Hey guys, Max and welcome back to another episode of Year Walk. We're gonna walk again. Let's do it. So, north of the mill, south of the brook were the hints we got. Can we skip this? No? Looks like no. Oh, that's something. Okay, so Theoalm 68, I see, in 1894. Theoalm 68. Here we go. Oh boy, there's a lot of posts in here. We should probably go through this then. I can't. I keep forgetting this was originally designed for like iOS. Hello, new system. Okay, photo. Read about every book on Swedish folklore there is. Surprised on how little has been written on year walking. Need more sources of information. Yes, suggested field work might be good, but I feel that I might be 30 years too late. Talking to elderly folks, eating cookies and drinking coffee. Their knowledge about year walking has been limited. Barely any of them knew what it was. If they did, they had heard stories as children, but forgotten the details. Potentially wild goose face. Interviews. Astrid Jansen, over 100 years old, clear at times, did not know a lot about folklore, but did claim that her grandfather's brother had once year walked. Sadly, she did not know his name. He died many years before she was born. Maiden name was Svensson. Born in, I'm not going to try to say that, Vedtorp. Nothing. Another picture. 20th century, there were 6 households in Vedtorp with the surname Svensson, according to the church book. Astrid was 1913. Her grandfather was Carl Frederick. He had 2 brothers. One died in 42. The older brother, Svensson, Daniel Svensson, died in 1895. Astrid said her great uncle died before she was born. Daniel is the one that supposedly walked. A miller apprentice, going to the library to check out old newspapers tomorrow. Okay, so we're getting into like some ARG territory, it seems. All right. Grass my straws. Another day at the library. Newspaper. Finally mentioned he was arrested for the murder of a young woman. Information is scarce. Stina Nilsson, Miller's daughter. Multiple times. The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Lucas Tapper. 17. Guilty about my excitement. Great tragedy. Okay. Lost interest in the case. Yes. A long talk with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. Spent some time in Vedtorp during the 60s, studied folklore. There's been a rather peculiar rune stone that seemed to predate the Viking Age. Definite symbol, definite connection between the symbols and earwalking, could not tell how. Library again. Another article. Feeling upset and a bit sad. Borrowed the article just in case. More booked a hotel room. Depressing place. Weather would not do any place justice. Hotel's empty besides me and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the noisy side. Ask chef reveal recipe map from the hotel owner, excited about the archive. Just went back, interesting place. Only open 4 hours a day. I was the only visitor. Possibly found the files I need. Tomorrow reading. Archive. On New Year's Eve, year 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed yearwalk. The court records referred to his yearwalk at several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. Beliefs submitted among these papers that I've forgotten for ages, by far the latest recorded yearwalk. Hope I'm excused for buying the file. This gave me a little choice since they are closed during the weekend. Could not sleep, too excited. Legal records. Claimed he knew that he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his yearwalk. Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down. Occasionally refers to it as ramblings of a madman. Poor boy. Certain elements that are new, must write them all down in detail later on. Need fresh air, Daniel's cabin. Soul Sorton is briefly mentioned in the protocol. We'll ask about it, hope it still exists. September 30th. Oh, the box. Okay. There's that. That's the box. We know about the box. Drove around the forest for hours today. Woods are to get lost in. Directions. No one heard to get the cabin. Met an old man and had lived there till the 60s. From then it had 3 different owners and used it as a summer house until the mid-80s. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed 1 summer. Son drowned in a brook nearby and they never returned. Nobody's lived there since. Old man's nephew owned the land. I asked old man if I could pay a visit. He did not think that anyone would mind. I need to take a drink of water. It's a lot more reading than I expected. Situated deep in the forest, no sign, no road. This is the place where his yearwalk started over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed, could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find was an underground storehouse. Must have belonged to a cabin. Was too dark to see anything. Imagine there would. Can't imagine there would be anything of significance. On my way back, found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. It seems to be in more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Need whiskey. I'm not entirely sure if I'm supposed to see something in this photo, but those sure are some trees. Then here's the box. Went to the church. Small white stone church built in the 12th century. Place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to a priest. Showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Stina's grave. Seemed appropriate. The almost unlikely somber epitaphs. Okay, in our memory of our living daughter, Stina Nilsson, 1877 and 1894, her cries for mercy could not sway his hand. Depressing, no grave for Daniels, no stone. And according to the priest, probably never was. The gravestones he has told me about are gone. The priest is not sure where they are or where they disappeared. Unreasonably bad weather. Archive had trouble concentrating. Tried to locate a photograph. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 76. Apparently another murder in the murder case in the 1890s. A Lisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what they owned, she drowned them in a nearby creek. All files from that trial have been lost. I think I'm done with the archive. I'm thinking a lot about that church. The runestone, yes, talked about, is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at service. He showed me a primitive map. Searched for a long time, almost gave up, found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. The strangest sensation of looking beyond. The feeling lasts for quite some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. The stone is old. Might predate Christianity. I'm assuming this is the stone. Could not resist stopping by the church. Walked around for a bit. It's pretty church. Something about it. Feel that the church and the stone are connected somehow. So this is a lot of the experiences we had in game but here. Found the box, almost forgotten about it. Some lock-like construction, but I have yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. Reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel with the symbol suggests it's opened by entering a password. Must be old, maybe ES knows something about it. So ES is not named. Decided not to tell. Might not appreciate that he took it with me, always nagging me about ethics. Busy week, classes and meetings, faculty is getting in the way of my research, feeling a bit strange, had weird dreams. And there's a little drawing. Goat, bird. Dreamt I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand. Suddenly the sky lit up and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and have been feeling rather uneasy ever since. So I'm going to scribble down that little constellation just in case. It's very simple, but... Next. Count of a Year Walk by a man called Romadal in an old book. I came over in a used bookshop. Romadal story is a little more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to be. Daniel sticks out. It haunts me. Lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students. Strange dream. Doing my homework was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil, and when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up in a cold sweat. So that's... horse? Maybe the brook horse? Remember to buy groceries. Fiddle with the box, no clue to open it. Frustrating. Jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are. They will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something that my hand has written. They would not understand anyway. The thought of what is inside the box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but all I found that I've found nothing that resembles it at all. More strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. You're walking a mere vision quest. Are the visions brought on by lack of light and food? ES believes so. Not so sure. Dreamt of the runestone. Was in the forest outside Vittorp. Mrs. Bowman was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and broken the rules. Before I could defend myself, I told her that I did not mean to be naughty. She withered to dust. I found myself in front of the runestone. The Grimm's eyes glowed up at me. Woke up. Found myself thinking of the stone. What does it mean? How is it connected to year walking? What did people do in those woods? Looks like this just is an attempt to translate the things. I don't know what I should and shouldn't be writing down. Do not feel like sleeping tonight, drinking coffee, and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me all the time. Got an email reminder to deliver the texts for the game. Wrote 7 or 8 pages. Hopefully it's enough. Waiting. Don't know for what. I'm feeling that something is on its way. Odd email. So that's... Got over 1,000 of these during the night. The emails seem to have stopped when my inbox was full. Don't know what it could mean. Maybe it's a prank by my students, but they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like this. Don't think it will end here. Is it some kind of threat? Called the priest. Said that Vedtorp sometimes had a strange effect on people, but it rarely lasted. Do not think he understands. I was going to ask him about the box, but he hung up and suggested I should see someone. Woke up last night. Heard baby screams from beneath the floorboards. Managed to pry up some of the boards. The screaming stopped. Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Book Horse, the Church Grim. There might be others, cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Because they watch. That's what they do. Is it all they do? Okay, so that's written on a receipt. Year walk equals system error. Year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. The watchers are watching, but who are watching the watchers? Can you bend time and space? This is sideways. Heated argument with ES. Surprisingly scornful of my theories. Must remember that he's an old man. He might not be as open to new ideas any longer. Impossible to gaze in the future. The future is not set. Nothing happens until it happens. Of course, it's possible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm not sure they're playing according to our rules. Watchers. Wait. Of course, it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm not sure they're... Okay, whatever. Watchers are more than they appear, and less. They are real and unreal, do not exist in the manner that this table and chair exist. How do I know these things? Are they my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly did not draw this, yet it is right here in my notebook. That's a box. Watchers or antibodies? Okay. Daniel broke the rules and he was punished. Held another lecture, the last one for a long while it seems. It's been decided that I need to take a break. Matters not more important things. I'm an idiot, someone is playing with me. These shapes... It's the same on the box. What shapes? Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols that I've received, but the box remains shut. Must be more common. I don't see symbols. Yeah, I don't see symbols there. Woke up last night, telephone rang, answered, could not hear anyone. Hang up and rang again. Answered, could hear someone speak on the other side, could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up, it kept ringing, cut the cord. Bought whiskey, bought food, people stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there would be consequences. Wish I had not cut the phone cord. Need to hear a human voice. Don't dare go out. At first I didn't notice one of the paintings in my living room has been replaced. It must have happened in the 30 minutes I slept. Cannot let my guard down. Someone was here or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? Is it this picture? Was this the new picture? I don't know. I'm assuming that's the one that looks out of place, but who knows? Boarded up balcony and windows. Nothing can come in now, I hope. Shouldn't be possible if someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table. Old but sharp. The knife is his. We are connected. The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be open or closed. This is a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. Okay. Why allow it? Why does the universe or God or someone not shut the gate? If we're not meant to do it, why let us? The heart of the universe beating. A worm under a big boot. Feel the shadow waiting to get crushed. She sings and I shall follow. She is trying to fool me, that I know, but I must get closer to her because the closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all. I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress. Brought the innocents to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all, but yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he doomed for the start? Am I doomed? Is the future set, or can it be altered? Must help him. There's a bond between us. Figured it out. 5 watchers, 5 symbols, which means there's one more coming. So tired, can't seem to hold my thoughts for any period of time. Eat more, but I must resist. It's a portion that I come repair. The heartbeat's stronger, but I will break it and see beyond everything. In the end, it was the nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself from all desires. That's how they get to. Can I love really be a weakness, or is it a strength? That poor girl. Seems unfair as anything I can do. If the future can be altered by not the past. Am I playing the part of the fool in the cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave out of it just in case. Absolute terror at the possibilities. No purpose, no rhyme, no reason. Why me? So much reading. Okay. The only way I can help him is if I break the rules. It will come at a price. But what do I care if I can rise above it all? 2 rules. Saw her lifeless body. She's beautiful even in death. Have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel, ready for anything. Finally here, the last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Tried to wash it out. It's a tattoo. Tested them in all kinds of combinations, but could not figure out how to do it. I must sleep. I'll open the box tomorrow. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the grim. In the order they were delivered to me. Why was it empty? Okay, so... do I need... Do I need these? I might need these. I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here, but it cannot have been he who sent the password. If the box was empty, it means it must be filled. Do not understand who sent the symbols. Think the girl can be saved. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all of this started. The rift is open. It wants me to go through. Pack my things. I wonder if I will come back. That's just a picture of a building. There's the windmill. There's the cabin. Soul Sortin. It's cold here. Wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remain. It's midnight. Okay, that's the end of that. Okay. Okay. There's a couple things that maybe I can take from this. Maybe I'm supposed to open the box. I don't remember if I opened the box already or not. So maybe I'm supposed to do that? Because the box is accessible from the get-go. It's right out here. So now I gotta see if I can figure out. That's a square. Okay, so there's a square here. Alright, so I need to figure out. We're gonna have to go back through them and try and find the. I don't know what this is about. Dreams. I don't know what this is about. Okay. So I think this is the first one. That sideways looking. Okay. Clicking through. So this is the square. I don't see anything here. But there should be 5. So maybe a blank. There's a triangle. Okay, I only have 3, so the last one is the tattoo. Unless the first one is the constellation. We'll have to look at these. The first one is the constellation, so it's upside down triangle. Okay, so we'll back up. Go back in. So it's upside down triangle. D. The box. Right side up triangle. And then there we go. Christianstad, January 1st. Yesterday morning, Vedtorp killer Daniel Svensson was executed at Christianstad's prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of young Stina Nilsson last year. The death sentence has been criticized by the highly renowned Dr. Helmer Lundbach, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from present and has visions of terrible creatures. Oh, I can scroll. Okay. Terrible creatures, something not uncommon among schizophrenics. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at an institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. This is his 4th execution. Last year was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Rasmussen, who was charged with the murder of 4 infants in Vedtorp, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has greatly improved since. Daniel Svensson was composed during the whole process. Besides slightly shaking hands, so common among the criminal type, you cannot tell Daniel from any other young men. He sobbed loudly once when he laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke, and it was over. According to the attending priest, Graneth, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself. Then none of this would have happened. You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born. Yet we have a connection beyond life, death, and space and time. The impossible made possible by year walking. But the Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift yet, they sense the urge and they want their sacrifice. I wish there could be another way. I am sorry. But for her there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do." Knife. It's knife time, I guess. Original story. This is a different credits. This is different music. I can't sing along to this one. Okay, that last bit was very interesting. I liked that. How it sort of became an ARG a little bit for a second there. And you had to take the information you learned from reading the journals to get a different ending, I guess a true ending or whatever. That was very cool. And the whole first part is also pretty cool as well. So I'm sure there's more to this. I'm sure there are other endings as well, maybe because there's a handful of achievements, and I think they're all tied to different ways you can play the game. But yeah, got my little note card. I like this game, and I guess this means I have to do a wrap up on it since it's another finished Let's Play. But oh well. I have to make a video. Oh no, I do these all the time. The end. Here it is. Don't think we'll walk again this time. We'll just be done. I think my lunch that I ordered earlier, I scheduled it to come somewhere in the next 15 minutes, so that will be coming soon. So yeah, that's Year Walk. At least that sort of main story, I guess. I believe you can probably play it again and get some other endings for the achievements and whatnot, but that's the game. So, got a description. You can find links on my places. Twitter, Patreon, whatever. Like button if you liked the video, dislike the button if you didn't like the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with the things that I make here. I make a lot of things. Like I said, there will be a wrap-up at some point. Hopefully in the near future. Hopefully it won't take me a million years for this one. So look forward to that. And leave a comment. Have you played Year Walk? What did you think about this whole situation? It was kind of fun. I liked especially this last bit where you sort of turn into an investigation. That was cool. Yeah. Share the video if your friends share the playlist. So your friends can experience the couple years worth of Year Walk Let's Play that this took. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.